because he has returned, not as the man they abandoned, but as something far worse. He has come to reclaim what is his, to settle the debts written in blood and betrayal. This is the end for those who left him in the dark, who thought he would wither and fade into nothing.
They whisper about me now, in the corners of rooms I haven't even entered yet, in the spaces between their prayers. They speak my name like it's a curse, like saying it too loud might summon something they're not ready to face. And maybe they're right, maybe they should be afraid, because I am not the man I used to be. That man died a long time ago, buried beneath the weight of every betrayal, every lie, every knife that found its home in my back. What stands here now is something else entirely. Something darker, something colder, something that even the devil himself watches from a distance. You think I'm exaggerating? You think this is just words, just noise, just another broken soul trying to sound powerful? Then you haven't been paying attention. You haven't seen what I've crawled through. You haven't tasted the dirt I've swallowed. You haven't felt the fire that burned me down to my bones and left me with nothing but ash and rage. I didn't just survive that fire. I made it my home. I learned to breathe smoke. I learned to walk on coals. And now the flames don't burn me anymore. They bow to me. There was a time when I believed in mercy, when I thought kindness was a currency that would be repaid, when I thought if I gave enough, loved enough, sacrificed enough, the world would see my worth and reward me for it. What a fool I was. The world doesn't reward the gentle, it devours them. It chews them up and spits them out and laughs while they bleed. I learned that lesson the hard way. I learned it in the dead of night when everyone I trusted turned their backs. I learned it in the silence that followed my screams when no one came to help. I learned it in the cold, empty spaces where my hope used to live. They thought they could break me. They thought if they pushed hard enough, if they took enough from me, I would crumble. I would disappear. I would become nothing more than a ghost, a memory, a cautionary tale they tell to make themselves feel powerful. But they miscalculated. They didn't understand what they were dealing with. They didn't realize that some people, when you push them into the darkness, they don't just survive it, they become it. I became the darkness. I wrapped it around me like armor. I let it seep into my veins, into my heart, into the very core of my being. And something inside me shifted. Something ancient, something primal, something that had been sleeping, waiting for the right moment to wake up. And when it did, when I finally opened my eyes and saw the world for what it truly is, I knew there was no going back. The old me was dead, and what rose from those ashes was something they should have feared from the beginning. Now they look at me, and they don't see a man. They see a force. They see a storm. They see the end of everything they thought they could control. And it terrifies them. I can smell it on them. The fear. I can see it in the way their eyes dart away when I enter a room. I can feel it in the way the air changes, the way the temperature drops, the way the silence spreads like a disease. They know. Deep down, in the places they don't like to look, they know what I have become. And they know there's nothing they can do to stop it. The devil himself watches me from a distance, not because he fears me, not because he thinks I'm a threat, but because even he recognizes what I am. He sees the fire in my eyes, the same fire that burns in the pits of hell. He sees the coldness in my heart, the same coldness that freezes the souls of the damned. He sees a kindred spirit, a creature forged in suffering, baptized in betrayal, risen from the ashes of everything that was supposed to destroy me. And he watches, he waits, he wonders what I'll do next. Let him wonder, let them all wonder. I'm not here to explain myself. I'm not here to justify what I've become. I don't owe anyone an explanation. Not the ones who broke me, not the ones who abandoned me, not the world that tried to bury me alive. They made their choices, they cast their stones, they lit the match and walked away, thinking the fire would consume me. But I am the fire now, and I'm coming for everything they thought was safe. You want to know what real power looks like? It doesn't look like thrones and crowns. It doesn't look like armies and weapons. Real power is when you've lost everything, when you've been stripped down to nothing, when you've stared into the void and the void blinked first. Real power is standing in the ruins of your own destruction and choosing to rebuild yourself into something stronger, something darker, something that cannot be broken again. That's what I did. That's who I am now. They called me weak once. They called me soft. They said I didn't have what it takes to survive in this world. They laughed at my dreams, mocked my ambitions, told me I would never amount to anything. And for a while, I believed them. For a while, their words cut deeper than any blade. But words only have power if you let them. And I stopped letting them a long time ago. Now their words are nothing but noise, background static, the desperate howling of wolves who realize they're no longer the predators. I am the predator now. I am the hunter. I am the thing that moves in the shadows, the presence that makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck. I don't announce my arrival. I don't give warnings. I don't negotiate. I take what's mine and I leave nothing behind but the echoes of their regret. They should have killed me when they had the chance. They should have made sure I stayed down. But they were too arrogant, too confident in their own power, and now that arrogance will be their downfall. The devil watches me from a distance because he knows something they don't. He knows that I am not bound by the rules that govern ordinary men. I am not constrained by morality, by mercy, by the fragile chains of conscience that hold others back. I have looked into the face of my own darkness, and I have made peace with it. I have embraced every shadow, every demon, every monster that lives inside me, and together we are unstoppable. There is no redemption waiting for me at the end of this road. No salvation, no forgiveness, and I don't want any of it. Redemption is for those who regret what they've become. Salvation is for those who still believe in the lies they were told. I am beyond all of that now. I have transcended the need for approval, for acceptance, for the validation of those who once held power over me. I answer to no one. I bow to nothing. I am my own God, my own devil, my own judge and executioner. They will try to stop me. They always do. They will send their soldiers, their assassins, their desperate pleas wrapped in threats and ultimatums, and I will cut through them all like a blade through smoke because they don't understand what they're fighting. They're not fighting a man. They're fighting an idea. They're fighting the inevitable. They're fighting the consequence of their own actions, the karma they tried so hard to outrun. And you cannot kill what you created. You can only watch it consume you. So let them watch. Let the devil himself keep his distance and observe. Let them all see what happens when you push someone too far, when you break them beyond repair, when you leave them with nothing but the choice between death and truth. transformation. I chose transformation. I chose to become something they could never imagine. I chose to rise from the ashes, not as a phoenix, but as something far more terrifying. Something that doesn't just survive the flames, something that commands them. I am the darkness they tried to bury me in. I am the nightmare they created when they thought they could destroy me. I am the storm that's been building on the horizon, the one they hoped would never come, but it's here now. I'm here now, and there is no shelter, no protection, no prayer that will save them from what's coming. The devil himself watches me from a distance, and even he knows better than to stand in my way. I am not here to be understood. I am not here to be loved. I am here to remind them all that you cannot break a man and expect him to stay broken. You cannot throw someone into hell and expect them to stay there. Some of us climb out. Some of us claw our way back through the fire and the pain and the darkness. And when we finally reach the surface, when we finally stand in the light again, we are no longer the men we used to be. We are something worse. We are something better. We are the reckoning they never saw coming. And I am just getting started. I walked through the valley of shadows, and I did not fear evil. I became it. I let the cold seep into my bones until it became my bloodstream. I let the rage settle into my muscles until it became my strength. I let the pain carve itself into my soul until it became my armor. They tried to bury me in their cruelty, but they only planted me deeper into the soil of my own becoming. And what grew from that grave was not a man. It was a force, a storm wrapped in flesh, a nightmare given breath. I am the thing that the night itself checks its corners for. I am the shadow that makes other shadows nervous. The monsters of this world operate on fear. They prey on the weak because weakness is easy.